Hello everyone, welcome back to SSBCrack exams. I am Anuradha and I have brought for you a very important news that all of you must be waiting for patiently. The notification for the JAG 29 entry is published by the Indian Army. As you heard me right, JAG, in other words, the Judge Advocate General 29th entry for 2022 notification is out now. So let's look into this particular session. What are the important things you need to keep in your mind before you start applying for this particular entry? First of all, let's look into what this Indian Army JAG 29 2022 notification is all about and how many vacancies are there. So first of all, as you know that JAG entry is a special entry for both male and female law graduates to join the Judge Advocate General branch of the Indian Army. It's a direct entry and therefore you just need to apply for this particular entry, and then when your name will be shortlisted, you will be selected for your SSB interview. The Indian Army's official career website has published the JAG 29 notification from 19th of January 2022 onwards. So the notification for JAG 29 2022 entry has already been published and the notification came out on 19th January 2022, and therefore the application is open now. It has opened from 19 January 2022 and the last date to apply for this particular JAG 29 entry is 17th of February 2022. So the application for this particular entry is open from 19th Jan to 17th Feb. So those of you who have not yet started applying for this particular entry, I would recommend that you do so. The JAG 29th course, JAG entry 2022, which is the Judge Advocate General branch of the Indian Army, will commence in October 2022 at OTA Chennai. So for this particular entry, the course commencement date is October 2022 and it will commence at the OTA Chennai. Now let's look into the number of vacancies for this entry. Now, as both male and female candidates can apply for this entry, for men, there are 6 vacancies and for women, there are 3 vacancies through this particular JAG 29 entry for 2022. Now, let's look into who can apply for this Indian Army JAG 29 2022 entry. As I have already mentioned, the applications for this particular entry are invited from unmarried male and unmarried female law graduates for grant of short service commission. It's a short service commission entry in the Indian Army for the Judge Advocate General branch, right? So if you are a law graduate, and it doesn't matter whether you are a male or a female candidate, but you want to apply for the short service commission in the Indian Army, this is your best chance. Now, let's also look into the eligibility criteria, as it is the most important thing to apply for any entry. So let's look into the eligibility, especially the nationality that you should be for this Indian Army JAG 29 2022 entry. So candidate must either be a citizen of India or a subject of Nepal or a person of Indian origin who has migrated from Pakistan, Burma, Sri Lanka and East African countries of Kenya, Uganda, United Republic of Tanzania, Zambia, Malawi, Zaire and Ethiopia and Vietnam with the intention of permanently settling in India, provided that a candidate belonging to categories 2 and 3 above shall be a person in whose favor a certificate of eligibility has been issued by the Government of India. So you should have a certificate to prove your nationality. Certificate of eligibility will, however, not be necessary in the case of candidates who are Gorkha subjects of Nepal. So if you're a Gorkha subject of Nepal, the certificate of eligibility will not be necessary for you. Now, let's look into the age limit for this particular JAG 29 2022 entry. It is from 21 to 27 years. So if you are an unmarried male or an unmarried female law graduate who wants to apply through this direct JAG entry, then you should be between 21 and 27 years of age. But also mind the date of birth, which is very important for any age limits. Now, your date of birth should be between 1st July 2002 it should be your 21 to 27 years of age should be as on 1st July 2022. That means on 1st July 2022, what will be your age? Is it 21 to 27 years? Then you are eligible. Now, as I was talking about the date of birth, you should not be born earlier than 2nd July 1995 and not later than 1st July 2001. In other words, your date of birth should be between 2nd July 1995 and 1st July 2001, where your date of birth can also be the same dates, that is 2nd July 1995 and 1st July 2001. Now, looking into the educational qualification, also a very important criteria for this entry, you should have a minimum 55% aggregate marks in your LLB degree. Also, you should be eligible for registration as an advocate with Bar Council of India or of the state. Not only that, candidates should be from a college or university which is recognized by the Bar Council of India. So these three very small criteria for educational qualifications are important for this particular JAG 29 entry. Now, let's look into the selection for Indian Army JAG 29 2022 entry. So, in other words, as I have already mentioned before, this is a direct entry. What you need to do is you have to apply for this entry and then you have to wait patiently. If your name is shortlisted, you will be called for the SSB interview. Therefore, the integrated headquarters of MOD Army reserves the right for shortlisting of applications without assigning any reason. So it is they who's going to decide whether your name will be shortlisted for this particular entry or not. However, after shortlisting of applications, the center allotment will be intimated to candidates via their email. So it is very important, guys, that you do not change your email address until and unless you are not getting any kind of confirmation, particularly for this entry, okay, because it is through your email ID which you will be registering while your application that you will be intimated about any further selection procedure. So once your name is shortlisted, the center allotment will be informed to you through your email. After allotment of selection centers, you need to log into the website and select your SSB date, which are available on a first come first serve basis initially. So you have to then choose your SSB date for your SSB interview. Candidates recommended by the SSB and declared medically fit will be issued joining letter for training in the order of merit, depending on the number of vacancies available, subject to meeting all eligibility criteria. So, if you are recommended in the SSB interview, then you have to go for the medical examination, and if you are declared medically fit, you have to wait for the merit list. And if your name is on the merit list, obviously, you'll get a joining letter, but the joining letter is depending on the number of vacancies available and also your eligibility criteria. So as per these basic standards, you will get the joining letter. Now, just as I was telling you guys that it is a direct entry, that means after the application procedure for this particular JAG entry, you need to go for your SSB interview. It is very important that you start preparing for your SSB interview as soon as you have applied for the JAG 29 entry. And for this, guys, do not fear, we have the exact course that you should be looking forward to, and that is our SSB interview online course. So for those of you who have applied for this JAG 29 entry, then I would suggest do not waste any more time. Start preparing for your SSB interview by downloading our SSBCrack exams app from the Google Play Store and getting yourself enrolled into the SSB interview online course, where you will get all the important criterias which are covered inside it, along with the full course, which will contain from day 1 to day 5 of the SSB interview. Our top-notch recommended tutors have also told you how you can crack the SSB interview with flying colors if you are following these very important courses inside. Not only that, you will also get a chance to interact with our top-notch recommended tutors by going through the SSB interview live classes, which are held regularly and on monthly basis. So it's a very important opportunity and a very important course that you should always enroll into. If you're looking forward to apply for this JAG 29 course and you have not applied yet, I would recommend you to start applying and start enrolling to our SSB interview online course, which is the best SSB interview course in the entire market. Now, let's look into the tenure for the Indian Army JAG 29 2022 entry. As I have already told you, this is a short service commission entry. So, short service commission will be granted to male and female candidates in the regular army for 14 years. That is, for an initial period of 10 years, which can be extended by a further period of 4 years. Now, male and female officers who are willing to continue to serve in the army after the expiry of the period of 10 years of short service commission may, if eligible and suitable in all respects, be considered for the grant of permanent commission in the 10th year of their short service commission, in accordance with the relevant policies as issued from time to time. So that means at first you will be given a short service commission period of 10 years. And if you are eligible and suitable to serve the Indian Army, then from the 10th year, you will also be granted permanent commission, which will continue up till the 4th year. So in total, you will be serving 14 years if you are deemed eligible and suitable as per the different policies which are issued from time to time in the Indian Army. Now, looking into the those SSC officers, male and female, who are not selected for the grant of permanent commission. So there will be a very few who, according to their eligibility and suitability, will be granted permanent commission on their 10th year. What happens to those who are not selected for the grant of the permanent commission? However, those SSC officers, both male and female, who are not selected for the grant of permanent commission on their 10th year, but are otherwise considered fit and suitable, will be given options to continue as SSCOs for a total period of 14 years, including the initial tenure of 10 years, on expiry of which they will be released from the army. So there is no headache at all if you are not given the permanent commission on your 10th year. But if you are eligible and you are declared medically fit and suitable, then you will be given options to continue as SSCOs for a total of 14 years, including the initial tenure of 10 years. Okay, so it's a very lovely way in which you can apply for this particular JAG 29 course, and you can see how the tenure is being continued for both those who will be selected for permanent commission and for those who will be not. Now, moving on to the training. Now, this is very important. The training period for the Indian Army JAG 29-2022 course. The duration of the training is 49 weeks at OTA Chennai. As I've already told you, the course will be commencing in October 2022 at OTA Chennai. The training period will be of 49 weeks. The selected candidates will be detailed for the pre-commission training at OTA Chennai according to their position in the final order of merit up to the number of available vacancies subject to meeting all eligibility criteria. So just as I was telling you while I was discussing the selection procedure, that you will be recommended by SSB, then you will be going for the medical examination, and if you're declared medically fit and all, and then your name will be coming up in the merit list, you will be given a joining letter. So then you have to go for a training period of 49 weeks at OTA Chennai, which is also known as the pre-commission training. Right now, after you have completed successfully the pre-commission training at the OTA Chennai, you will be awarded postgraduate diploma in defense management and strategic studies by University of Madras. So you will get a diploma, okay, postgraduate diploma, PG diploma in the defense management and strategic studies by University of Madras. Okay, so now we will move on to the very last and the most important bit of today's session, which is how to apply. Now, this is the big question, how to apply for this JAG 29 course. Now that you have checked your eligibility criteria and all the important details that you need to keep in your mind before you start applying, well, the applications will only be accepted online. So mind you, this is an online application. So applications will only be accepted online through the official website, which is www.joinindianarmy.nic.in. So I would recommend those of you who have not yet started applying, please do so by registering yourself in this particular official website of the Indian Army. Then once you are inside the website, you have to click on the officer entry application or login and then click registration. However, registrations are not required if you're already registered with the official website of the Indian Army. If you're not registered, you have to register first. Then you have to fill the online registration form after reading the instructions carefully. After getting registered, you have to click on apply online under the dashboard, and then the form, the online form will pop up. You have to fill up the online application form for this particular entry and submit it. You have to click apply shown on against short service commission JAG entry course, which is very important. So make sure that you are clicking on the right option while you are are filling the online application form for the JAG entry course. A page application form will open. Read the instructions carefully and click continue to fill details as required under various segments, and you're good to go. But that is not the end of your effort. Actually, it's the beginning. And as I've already talked about the direct entry through which you will be called for the SSB interview directly, you have to also start preparing for the SSB interview. So you can check out our SSB interview online course by downloading our app from the Google Play Store. And you can start getting enrolled yourself into this course, which is very, very important, all comprehensive, very simply explained by our top-notch tutors to you. And you will also get a chance, if you're joining in this particular SSB interview online course, you'll get a chance to interact with our tutors on a daily basis. And also our batches are held every month. Okay. Now, not only this particular SSB interview online course, if you guys are preparing for any other defense written examination, we have courses for all of them. So you can also start checking out the different courses for all defense examinations that we have. So for all this, you need to access our app, SSBCrack Exams app, and to download it from the Google Play Store. Also, while getting yourself enrolled into any course, don't forget to use the code Warrior10 to get an extra 10% off on all courses. So I hope that this session was quite useful and helpful to you, and that if you have not yet started applying for the JAG 29 entry, you would start applying and then obviously get yourself enrolled into SSB interview online course, so that you can get yourself prepared as much as possible and as soon as possible for your brilliant performance in your upcoming SSB interview. So I will bid you adieu, and I will wish you all the best for this particular entry, and may God bless you, and may you be safe, sound, and always stay motivated by following us on our YouTube channel, and also by getting yourselves enrolled into the beautiful courses that we have launched under our SSB Crack Exams Learning app. Jai Hind.